Hello, Rolf. Great seeing your face. How are you?
I'm very good. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely. We may have met in 2006 or 9 in Greece, but I may be wrong.
Oh, I've been there with Tony Martin.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I think, yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah. We played in Thessaloniki.
Yep, yep. But
Yep.
anyway,
One, what?
no, I don't expect. No, I expect you to remember, right? No, you don't.
Yeah, I remember. And I think I was there one night before, and I think Glenn Hughes played the night before
Mhm.
in that venue. And yeah, I remember that. It was good.
Perfect. Perfect. So we have a new Crematory album.
Yes,
Um,
we have.
so first of all, before asking about the album, when did the band signed with Rock of Angels Records?
Oh, I think after the last tour 2 years ago,
Oh.
there were some changes,
Mhm.
and we were with Napalm before. So Marcus is the guy actually who he's the he's
Yeah, he's a
the
manager.
the the member. He's the guy. He's the band, and he was looking for another label. And so they were doing something else. I think if I can remember correctly, they are some old Nuclear Blast guys
Hmm.
doing some new stuff with Reen in Phoenix, and Rock of Angels is was joining them. I don't know. I'm not a business guy. So they're together now. Let's say that. And they offered us, I think one album before when we signed with Napalm, they offered us already a
Oh,
deal, but we went with Napalm. So and it turned out to be that we got in touch with them again, and so far it works really really well. All.
honestly, I was looking at why I ask this is, um, does it make a difference signing a new record deal for a band like Crematory that has been around 34 years now?
35 something. Well, yeah, I think 35, 90, I don't know, 91. So
Yeah.
30, what is 34? Yeah,
So does it
of
make any
course.
difference?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a good label, they normally do every normal bigger label does a really good job. So it's about little details, and it's about how they like the work, and if it's new from time to time, if it's new, it's it's a new push. And this album is something new to us because we went back to old traditional stuff, and we have only one singer. So there were a lot of changes in the last 10 years. Um, so it was all in all, it turned out really good with working with a new label, having only one singer, and it's a good combination.
So you said it's something new, going back to the old sound. So there is a lot of back and forth. So first of all, how did you guys start writing music with your mind set to bring everything together, like creating almost a best of record for Crematory?
Yeah. You see, after the when I joined the band 10 years ago, we had clean singers for, I don't know, like 7 years. So there was Tosse,
Mhm.
and it changed. So we lost the clean singers, and in the last album, in Glorious Darkness, was the point where we had to change something, and not we didn't want to look for another clean singer.
Mm.
If he leaves the band, we have to replace all the clean singers. It's the same with Yngwie Malmsteen. He had so many singers, and everybody who's joining Ingwe now must copy all those singers. So it's get harder from record to record. And we didn't want to do that. We said, why can we not look what is Felix able to do with his vocals?
Mhm.
So we tried everything on the last record, in Glorious Darkness, to find out what he's able to sing. Can he do growls? Can he do lower vocals? Can he do higher screams and stuff like that? So this was the a playground for us, you know, checking out what is Felix able to do. And this why it's called also Destination, because we found the good things Felix can do with his vocals, and we took the best that he can do on this record.
Just to make sure, when you say clean singers, we mean the vocals, right? I'm joking.
Yeah.
So I like how you described the evolution, let's say, from the previous album using Felix vocal capabilities. So does that mean that the band had, let's say, adjust the music making to fit Felix capabilities or even expand on his capabilities?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, but Felix is always, he got the music and he does all the melodies on his own. Mm-hmm. He comes with the melodies and he sings them from the whole song to us. And then we are very critically and sitting outside and said, Felix, this wasn't good. And he's like, oh, shit, I worked so hard on that. Yeah, but, you know, it's a team play. So, and then we worked together after the first critics are okay with, he's okay with it. And then we're talking and we're trying to get the best out of it. And it's like giving and take, you know. So he presents us the stuff and we say, this is not good, let's work on that. This was very good, Felix, superb, that was great. And we don't do that together. So he comes with the ideas. Okay. He presents us his melody ideas and all the lyrics on the music. So we don't write with the lyrics in mind. I mean, you write with the lyrics in mind. Sure, you know it's not Brian James Dio singing on that. It's not Tina Turner singing on that. It's not Shakira singing on that. You know who's going to sing on that, but you don't have the melodies in mind. You might have a melody in mind, but it turns out different in the end. And then we do it like a team play. Markus, me, and Markus, Felix, and me. We're then forming the melodies together and taking the best parts and see where is growling, where is like whispering, where is like a little bit more singing, where is talking, all this stuff.
We kind of laugh and sound like we're making not making jokes about it, but it takes a lot of confidence from a musician, and I'm talking about Felix, to show your ideas and accept criticism. So I guess this is why the band has been around for so long, right?
Yeah. Markus told me that this was the process in the beginning of the band, that Felix had some ideas and then there is some criticism and then we said, this is good, you don't like that. And it's musically, it's the same. So you have to, we work for the music. It's not criticism to Felix. It's just criticism that we think this might work in a different way.
Yeah.
So, and then we're testing all the possibilities that Felix has and that works with the songs. And then we decide for the best. Sometimes we do like for one part, for one verse, we record like 4-5 different ideas. And then we go back home. Everybody gets an MP3 or just a rough mix. And then we choose the best output and the best combination of the parts.
Okay. So you did the recordings, you did the mixing and the mastering, right?
Not the mastering, but we give it. Yeah, also the last album, the mastering was done by Robin Schmidt, a guy here in very close to me, and he does brilliant masterings. He does the Creme de la Creme in Germany and even American stuff and English stuff. He's really good with it, and he's doing the last, couple of percentage to make it really good.
So how was the process of recording the album in your studio, in your home studio, right?
Yeah, it's not a home studio. It's actually really a rent place. It's like 100 square meters, and I'm here since 2009. And yeah, the process is Markus is coming with loads of ideas, and then we're putting all the stuff together. Actually, then it's like sending him home with the new ideas from me, and we have some people that help us with ideas, that give us little ideas here and there and help us, and all together. In the end, Markus and me are sitting together in the room and working on every detail. And when we think that's it, we play it to Felix, and then Felix is doing the lyrics on it. This time we have 2-3 guitar solos. On the last record there was no guitar solo, and I'm not a guitar player who has to play a guitar solo. So if the song doesn't need a guitar solo, I'm okay with it. But the last record had none, so I said, let's do like 2-3 little spots where a good guitar solo might have a good place to be.
Hey, the album starts with the title track, and there is a riff that's amazing.
Yeah,
right?
it's wonderful. It's an amazing thing. Yeah, it's a good song. It will also be the opening. That was most of the time the thing that the new album, the title song is the opening song for our tour, for our live concerts.
Great. And even though Oliver joined the band as a bassist, he's also a guitarist, right?
He when he joined Crematory, he wasn't the bass player, actually.
Right.
So, yeah, because we were asking, I don't know, Markus had Oliver's band Boiling Blood in mind, and their bass player, not Oliver, so the bass player of the band. And he asked the bass player, but the bass player said, I have no time. He turned it down. I have family. I cannot do it. But Oliver heard that we were asking the bass player, and he said, I can play also bass. I would love to do the job. So he called Markus, and he bought 2 basses immediately and learned bass. So he's a good guitar player. So it wasn't a big thing for him to play bass. And I gave him all the bass lines from all the songs. So he studied the stuff, and he's really tight. We have a good tight bass player now.
So was he involved in the making of the album?
Not that much.
Okay.
Not that much. Yeah, it was. I think we worked on the stuff when we didn't have a bass player.
Okay.
So we started working on the album long before Ollie was in the band.
Okay. So you mentioned that Destination is kind of talks about the sound that Crematory found, especially with Felix handling both vocals. However, and I may be wrong, the album ends, and excuse my German, das letzte Ticket, right?
The last
so that
ticket.
Means the last ticket. So Destination, the opener, last ticket, the last one. What's happening?
Oh, okay. I think there's no connection from
Perfect.
from this to the last ticket. Markus is doing the running order of the lyrics, and he's looking for keys of the songs, German and English, and he tries to balance that out. There are songs with a longer intro. There's songs they start directly with a guitar riff. I think that was just by accident. It has no deeper meaning that this song is the end. But that would have been a nice idea to make it.
No, hold on. It won't be a good idea, because that meant that Crematory found the destination, and that's it. That's it. The end.
No. It's not. It has nothing to do that we stop. I mean, no. There is no deeper meaning that was the last album.
No, perfect. I like that. So how much was the band, or who gave the input to Noah Bouchard for drawing the cover artwork?
Oh, good question. I'm to be honest, I wasn't involved with that because Markus is doing so much behind. He's Crematory and Felix, and I have no idea. Do I remember what was the point to ask him? I think, if I remember correctly, Markus found some guy who was doing something with AI in the internet.
Okay.
And he had something in mind, and he found those pictures from this guy, and this guy did AI advertisings in, or had some AI pictures in on Facebook, and he contacted him and he did the cover then. But
So
I
you
have
know,
no idea what Marcus had in mind, actually, to be honest.
so you know how some people react when they hear using AI. What's your take on that?
Wow, I do the same.
Really?
I like maybe like 8 years ago or 7 years ago. Most of the time I produce music in my studio. So I was in a recording and equipment nerd group on Facebook. And I asked the question 7 years ago, and I said, guys, what do you think? What is the next big thing? 7 years ago. Because I think we played all the chords, we have written all the lyrics. There are all love songs written. You can just you can write. Sure, you can write a new love song, but it's we did it, and you can drop the guitar tunings even lower and speed it up and whatever. It's but most of the stuff is said and done. And 7 out of 10 people said the next thing in music is artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was like, okay, yeah, let's
Maybe.
see. But the last 2 years, wow, they were right. They were right.
You are right to
It's
say,
amazing.
wow, because how it started. I mean, the time it took to from doing some stuff, but even to writing the entire song is exponential. It's not a linear evolution of AI. So you are a producer. Would you consider using as a helper? I mean, I don't know how would it be okay to use AI as a tool for your work.
I remember when I wrote my first Empire album. I don't know if you remember those albums. If not, doesn't matter. I was writing lyrics with a drummer that time, and if you don't write in your we are Germans,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, and we were writing English lyrics, and we took some English books, and we were looking, and I know that a lot of singers do that when they write lyrics. They open a book and they look for a good word,
All
and
right.
they found a nice word, and it's, oh, wow, this word, whatever, golf resort is a nice word. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I take this word and create a verse out of it. So little helpers are absolutely okay in a lot of ways. Um, Music is, if you analyze music styles are a combination of things that already exist.
Yes.
So, and if you need some creative ideas, you take something and build it together, build some new stuff together out of existing stuff. So if AI is a helping tool, okay. But I have a song, a friend of mine sent me a song that was completely done by AI, and it sounded amazing, to be really honest. I couldn't tell the difference. But it's not a human thing. There's no me. You can ask, oh, why did Felix write "Das letzte Ticket"? What was in his mind? Why did he do that? That was a feeling by a human being, and artificial intelligence would write that by no meaning. It was because they found the lyrics somewhere in the internet.
Right.
It's strange. I don't know, but we can not change this. This is the other side of that. People will, people will use that to its extent. They will do that as they used reverb units and keyboards in the 80s.
Or Pro
You
Tools,
know,
right?
yeah, and like they exactly like autotune, they will use it. You cannot stop that. If you invented the gun, people will use it to
Yeah.
defend themselves and to kill people. They will do it. We will not stop it. We will see. I don't know.
However, there is for me a big difference. You have to play live, right?
Yeah,
So I can see you. I think I can understand most of the times if a band is playing live after almost, I'm 50 years old, so I think I understand that. So if you cannot perform your music live and you don't have the passion to that, it will show, no matter how many tools you use.
Yeah, that's why live music is so important.
Correct.
And I mean, it's, to be honest, that's one of the big things. If you are in a small club like 400, 500 people and see the band really close to you performing, that is the best thing that can happen. I mean, a stadium thing is one thing, 10,000 people. If you're in like 50 meters behind, it's it's okay, but it's not the same like in a smaller club, like 500 people, maybe 800 or something. This is the best thing that can happen. That's so great.
Yeah.
Because you see them sweating, you know, you see every emotion. And the artists also get the audience emotions directly back. It's they feel the sweating from the audience, you know.
Right.
That's, you cannot buy that with money. You cannot put it on a CD, you cannot put it on TV, you cannot put it on a DVD. That's unique. And
Yeah.
every evening is different.
And a small, very small parenthesis, I really don't understand the concept of filming the entire show with your phone. You are missing a huge part of the experience, right? Like you just said, you have 2 eyes. That's enough. And 2 ears.
Yeah. It's the same with artificial intelligence. People have phones and they use it to the maximum. They don't care anymore. They just hold the mobile and talk to their friends while they're filming the concert. And when they got home, they hear that they have been talking almost all the concert and cannot listen to the music because they're talking so much. I remember my mother. She died years ago, but when she went to concerts, we had a nice venue here in my local town. And when there were two people beside them who were talking, my mother always said to them, "Hey guys, if you want to talk, fucking get out of the concert. Just, I want to hear music. I just want to hear. You can ask for a beer, but not talking like 15 minutes. It's music here." And I was always very proud on her because she had the power to go to the people and say, "Hey, fuck off. Stop talking."
I cannot count the times that I wanted to do exactly that, especially if you have an opening band, not the headliner. Come on, show some respect. You came to see the music, right?
Absolutely.
You don't talk to the cinema, right? Why you should be talking to the venue? Anyhow.
Or eating chips with an open mouth.
Oh man.
You know, like that, you know? Oh yeah.
Another small parenthesis, because you mentioned Empire, and I will ask about Razorback. Are those two bands active or on hold or no more?
I think Razorback is history. There's no idea. Empire is history too, but I don't know. Every 3 months or 4 months, I think about, and I meet Doogie quite often, like maybe 1, 2, 3 times a year. Maybe he plays very often in Germany, and we always meet, and we always say, "Let's do it." But so far, there were economic reasons to not go on with those albums. Musically, that was really, I liked it. It was really good. But I don't know. It was, you know, the music industry at that time in when I did the albums in like 2001 to 2007, I think I released those 4 Empire albums. Music industry went really down, and there was no money in the business, and that was frustrating that time. So I just said, "Oh no, I'm doing something else," and I opened a studio and worked as a music producer for other bands.
Okay.
Now, music producer have the problem, studios, that people do all the jobs at home, you know. So yeah, the equipment is so cheap, and everybody's a producer now.
Well, yes, sure. So do you think that the music industry, as you said, is better now or even worse?
Oh, good question. I don't know. There's what I don't like is what I really don't like is, I mean, Spotify as an example. The software itself is amazing. The software itself is an amazing idea. But the money system behind that you get like um, a little bit of a cent per stream, is just that's not working. You have to get money. If you are McDonald's and you're selling the Big Mac, you want to have money for the Big Mac. If I write a song and record it with guitar and sweating and I need power, I need equipment, you need to get money back. And the system is, I don't, it's a job. In the end, it's a job. You do something, you create something unique, and you have to be paid. And this system is a little bit out of order, out of balance right now.
Partly, I think people are also responsible for this. I mean, I don't want to say the customers because I don't like the music, the sound of it, customers for music, but we are customers in the end of the day.
Yep.
It's our
we all.
Right. It's our fault partially because we started getting digital content. I don't understand this concept. How do you own music digitally? I don't get it. I need the vinyl. I need the CD too. I need the vinyl. I need the physical thing to hold it in my hands. The digital is I don't know. I cannot feel it. I cannot touch it, right? So it's up to us to turn our attention to start buying stuff.
Yeah, and that's why music has lost a lot of value. If you look in the kids which are like 10 to 15 years old, they listen to music, they don't know which artist they play. They just open a playlist, press play, and listen to something.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, they skip it. That's all they do. I don't say this is everybody's doing it like, but loads of people are doing it like that. They have no idea which artist is running. They go jogging, you know, and they just press a playlist and that's it. No matter what, just entertains them. And this is a big problem because music has lost value, and if something has no value, then you don't want to pay for it.
Then you go to and use AI because it's cheaper. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow.
But the music business has changed since 30 years.
Oh, yes.
Since Napster. Since Napster, it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, the thing is, that's what you said. The big thing is you can make music digitally. You cannot make the Big Mac digitally. If you could make the Big Mac digital, there's no McDonald's tomorrow.
Let's touch on that 20 years from now. Rolf, yeah. Maybe, who knows?
Maybe
we'll get that
too. Yeah, you have a 3D printer that can print a Big Mac, you know.
Oh, no, who actually, knows? They do 3D print meat. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me plug into my computer and start eating. I don't know.
Yeah.
Playing live. You have announced shows in May. Yep. How is the rest of the year looking at?
Oh, the rest of the year, I don't know. We have only one festival this year. I don't know. We changed the booking company, and that got us into some problems that we don't have so much festivals this year. Maybe we're hoping for 2-3 more, but anyway. Well, the rest of the year, I'm busy working in the studio. I work as a music teacher. I work as a studio guy. I play in another band since 1 year. It's metal opera project. We play in Wacken this year with the band, and lots of things going on. I keep myself always busy. I play guitar very much since 1.5 years. I play guitar every day. And that's what I did like 10 years ago. I didn't play guitar at all. I just prepared for a concert and that was it. But I found that burning thing again, you know. How do you call that? That fever, that thing. I don't know.
Fever is the right word, yeah.
Fever, yeah. I have this fire is burning again inside of me, and I'm playing guitar every day. And I would like to play more I would like to make more jobs as a guitar player. But let's see what the end. I have lots of projects. I did this album called Dead End Heroes with a couple of friends of mine. We will do a second album, which is in the making. And I have loads of things going on. I did it with a German great singer, a fantastic singer who won this Voice of Germany senior stuff. We recorded an album together and we are working on that. So lots of things going on. It's good.
So you are so busy that there is no chance to see Crematory in the US?
That has another reason.
Please.
Because the reason is actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but Marcus is not so happy flying.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I don't know, I think we were flying like 4 or 5 times and he's so sick on the plane.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah.
He's so sick. And so he does like 2-3 hour things, but if it's like 6, 7, 8 hours, I cannot imagine Marcus entering the plane.
Oh my goodness.
He's really sick. I saw him sick. He was white in the face. White.
Well, it's not abnormal because, flying for 10 hours, being closed, being inside a very tight space with so many people. Yeah. But I'm sad now. But anyhow, I need to cross the Atlantic to Germany, right?
Yeah. What, you're coming?
Well, not this year.
Okay.
But let's put a pin on that.
Yeah.
Rolf, thank you very much for your time. Love the new album. All the best to the rest of the band.
Yeah.
All the best. Best of luck to all your projects. I'm happy to hear more music from you and keep playing music.
Oh man, it was nice talking to you, and really a pleasure. You were good. You knew lots of stuff that I did, so that was really nice. So I didn't expect that, but that was wonderful. Great talking, man.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Have a great weekend, and looking forward to see you again.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Okie dokie. Bye-bye.